Price pool update. Oh, thank you. Nice. Thank you, whoever contributed to this, but we have $450 out of 1,000 now, so much appreciated. How do you do that? Something like this, right? Thanks for the support. And thanks on updating me, Matol. Okay, so there is a Radovid double Temerian infantry and also Adalia in round 1 and also Hanselt. And also Flotsam that refreshes this. Okay, Emir's favorite thing is of course to draw Arcane, but Violet avoids doing that breaking action. Didn't find Siege Masters, Dora that is.
This is how I punish those who irritate me.
So that's kinda unfortunate.
I wonder what my snares would have captured this time.
Radovid was never meant to go through here without Zeal. Because of all the potential locks. There is a second hunter, and if you develop something else and try to sneak it, then Servant could have transferred the lock status from something else as well.
Please, no blows. My apologies, I only served it.
Yeah. Doesn't look too hot from one hand, from other you have bronzes playing for 11 points each. Although without answering the Emir and with the Thirsty Dame on the board, I guess it's slightly less. So not much in terms of control available here. The oil was there, so if Dora has oil in the opening hand, Thirsty Dame might have disappeared early on. Denying a lot of points, but at least Dora's hand is full of refreshes onto the Temerian infantries. So it's the question for Violet. What's the plan? It still has the Duchess's informant, can copy reinforced ballistas. But that's like half of the round gone already.
Barbarian soul.
Okay, we do see Joachim.
You played your hand. Now, allow me to retort.
Which should help Violet to stay relevant in this match. Так что да, после комита Йохима тут появляются поинты, тут активируется купа. Есть комба с Тамимой и солдатами. Но у Доры каждый ход на 11-13. Ну ладно, Флотсом сам по себе ходит меньше. После приказа он тоже становится примерно такой картой. Да, можно было бы масло в первый ход сыграть, если бы был доступ. Было бы полегче. So boiling oil would have played for 20. It's nice to have all the Temerian infantries and stuff, but oil is actively playing for more points than any of them. Sadly, sometimes you just don't get access for your card. Okay, so float some into the Gwentfinity Revenant. There is one target guaranteed, but that can be killed off. So Gwentfinity Revenant could be killed off as well with this spine status. Cool. Oh, no. Okay.
Let us finish this.
I guess you need points more.
Long live the Emperor.
And now it's a 30-point gap, so you cannot even easily make it. And okay, yeah, all things clicked. Revenant even travels with the mirror. We did get Tanner Turncoat activated, and Seditious Aristocrat from Joachim with all the spine statuses generated by Emir. So whatever you do, I think Dora was, or Violet was winning this round after the coup. He just decided that second Joachim into Seditious would be a more guaranteed win. Dora still has 4 leader charges, still has Temerian infantry Adalia, and somewhere there is the garrison that spawns Bronze Soldier from your starting deck, so still has an access to them, and Flotsam was not clicked, which means that if he witnesses a push here, he can reactivate. The only thing you need is targets, but yeah, Violet is not really a big fan of pushing into the Flotsam Adalia Temerian infantry opener. So whoever wins semifinal gets to choose the next balance council changes. Well, not exactly, but that's how we should organize our tournaments, Matol. Everyone else just concedes their option to vote, and the winning side, or in case of opens, it's a winning player decides what are the 5 changes. So Cantar is granted from Roderick.
Got ya! You bleating son of a doe!
We see an engine. I'd say it's less important than killing Thursday, but it's still going to be working most of the round, so it's 7 more turns of Witcher Adapt buff himself. But you cannot bait yourself with Philippe's existence, Thursday, Rosa and Edna.
The Vormorlahams detest intruders.
On the other hand, Violet can just lock the engine value from the bronze. You are not touching Hanseld, as it will be used up with the leader most likely immediately. Also no Siege Masters throughout the round, but yeah, the only card missed was Garrison. But you see the boiling oil value. It's insane, the boiling oil value. It's about what, 20 points once again. There are still statuses from this. Less without Emir, of course. Nick is getting old. He's not streaming the semi-final. He's not sure about his balance council video.
Feeling a bit peckish.
You know, somebody gonna come after him. Дед, да, с полуфинал не стримит на шашлычках, баланс видео непонятно, хочет, не хочет выкладывать.
Kind is a virus.
Так что кто-то подсидит. I'm old too. You cannot be that young blood taking control over the city of Balance Council. Then we need to find someone else.
Why bother?
Scout you probably don't want to give to your opponent, so we see Cedar Knight. Поинтов еще тьма, с одной стороны. С другой стороны, видимо, Дора все посчитал и понял, что немного не хватает. An early pass, saving us some time, I guess, if player is capable of calculating the end state. 6 from red. While we are waiting for the next match to start, I'll remind you that there is a Be Charitable. The link is in chat at the moment. We have Dora playing red coin, blue coin Arahas Swarm on blue coin. Nikki, thanks for the follow. Okay, so we have access to Defender, either Arahas Queen. So by the looks of it, all components are here for Violet. There is a heat wave, and also, yeah, we do see that Defender is not really defending anything against Guerrilla Tactics leader. Might as well ignore that option. We do see that priority is to COC here. Heatwave you can direct at the unit, and you can also delete it one either in the graveyard. Doesn't seem like a big threat to VioletKiramann. So the plan is not to delete it from the game. Okay, so that's round 1 Hive Mind. Considering the amount of organics in hand, at least a couple, it would have potentially triggered, but Squirrel comes in, and things do look quite bright for Guerrilla Tactics here, trying to answer the threats. We see Arahas Queen used with the Urn of Shadows. Kikimor warriors are swarming slowly. Of course, there is Milva. So, with leader movement, you can kill it off. And so far, yeah, nothing really sticks. One Kiki Warrior is allowed to be on the board, but not more. So now Sabbath He's bringing defender, either, and depending on what's getting played here, maybe one of the fours. Yeah, Violet is in a very controlling mood here. As mentioned, yeah, against Guerrilla's tactics, if there are some leader charges left, the gift roll is not really protecting much anymore. So what do you do as Dora? You still can, you know, the hand is playable. The Frenzied Dow Rock Brush is not the most helpful combo here. Здорово, Крам. Some slow points, 3-point kick a warrior, +1 on the Vran. Is not the most exciting acquisition. You'd need a little bit more than that. Okay, Pyrotech finds one of 2 engines. That's Maxi showing seamless somewhere on the bottom side. Would not be surprised if this is a shuffle. Now Drago Warrior has 2 targets. Sectoids to consume, you can do that. You have acid speed, but that's with the armored. Chariot doesn't seem too potent. It's healing by 3.
You annoy me.
You can just take the half-elf hunter value. This is better as far as the acid speed goes. A little bit better. No armor, no anything. But for now the acid speed is being kept. Not the best value for Barrage, Frenzied Dow, Cranmer. It's a bit premature as well. What's the situation with Sabbath? Will be Maxi, Pyrotechnician, and Squirrel. So trading definitely up for the monsters if the card is played. And yeah, despite the fact that Violet decided to go hard on removal, the bronzes behind the defender are enough to win it for Dora in round 1, while it decided to stop going hard at some point. Otherwise, yeah, we could have seen the leader and just a kill. Now Dora has last say. Has Spores, Karate Heatwave for Dennis Cranmer workshop targets. Getting a decent stalker value is probably not what you are expecting here. We'll also see seamless onto the workshops, okay. The frenzied well, has one target, yes, so it's all fine. How does Arcane Tome look? You have Parasite, Sabbath, Hideous Feast. Your opponent has only Circle unaccounted for. So Violet is most likely not clicking Arcane Tome. So who do you have here, chat? Theoretically, with double toe punish reset, monsters have control over guerrilla tactics points. On the other hand, yeah, they also get the freaking either cave troll. But with Shiro coming from an Aeromancer being a 3-power card, it's sort of risky. Acid speed. Not too great, not too great. Nothing to damage here. And we do see...
Above sabotage, you'll find yourself below ground.
Saboteur instead. And there was the while even after the heat wave. Wait, what? No. Was it really necessary to feed the miner? This depends on stalker value. It's nothing better to pick up than Shiro.
You are no Luned of mine.
So we do see the heat wave on the Maharam Pass, which means that one of the toll punishes is gone, so it's spores on the left.
Garments are shackles that restrain our desires.
Brand Warrior, sadly for Brand Warrior, it's not really a good day to come out and play. With Milva also having drones to hide back into the deck. And another early pass. Still all decks available. And we do see an Arc Mirror here.
Nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Oh, okay. Bats. Do we see Vial of Forbidden Knowledge clicked, guys? Open decklists for the tournaments as usual. But we've seen occasionally this happening. Of course, it would have made sense if your deck had Goobert, but no Gooberts in this one. Will somebody check their opponent's deck? You can click. You can find out that your opponent queued the wrong deck. And you can save yourself time playing the game out till you see that forbidden card. But yeah, seems like players queued the correct deck, so should not be happening. His scenario, echo cards, all three of them, I don't know why. Would Knight players play Lady of the Lake? When you just draw your echoes anyway. The combo? Deck is slightly different with artifact compression, but there is no...
I pass on every 10th round.
No Purify as in the Redanian Secret Service, only Peller. So you commit Immortals, you probably commit Damned Sword as well. This is the case. There is Lock, there is Boiling Oil and Reinforced Ballista, so 7 was vulnerable. Now not so much. Now only things like Heat Wave deal with it. And we do see a Heat Wave, which means that scenario is a go. Так что да, Жара улетает в контроль поинтов на первый раунд. Если Дора собирается выиграть раунд, то с этим надо было что-то делать. Ташка, защищающая чародейку, убирала ее из рейнджи машинок и масел. А теперь можно бороться. Oh, no. Go away, player connection lost. Okay, yeah, okay, good point. The card is in hand. Thank you. You can still do stuff with the scenario. So the Heat Wave was also sacrificed besides the control for round 1, with the knowledge that you can still do stuff with it. Good correction. And that has been growing so far. It's at 4 at the moment.
Our world is in harmony.
Knights do see, well, 3 control cards out from stockpile side already.
Living souls in your wake shall ne'er deign forget your sake.
Okay, well, it decides not to play it here, not to get it damaged, and then play for negative value. Neuromancy A is still available, so you can go for a variety of knights. There is still things like Vandergrift. You can try and set up. Yeah, things like Muzzle and Radovit look much better than artifact compression. This is big enough to kill the Gwentfinity Revenant, not too crazy as far as value goes, but decent nonetheless. Also keeps you ahead with the errand ticking.
Come to Pappy!
But Violet is slowly running out of plays. Kind of want to control 3 power, but you cannot.
Remember Sintra!
So this goes. Yeah, we do see leader charge committed. Otherwise, it wasn't boosted, so the grace was not achieved. Good casting contests here. Do we see a heat wave out? 14, 44, and then this working. Might as well. So the infantry out is kinda yikes for Dahlia. Verification scenario trait would not be available as well if you go that route. This is played for 11, 12. Oh, no, still 11 as you only hit in armored unit. Yeah, the pass is coming. Kinda would be strange not to with scenario in hand, so card finding time. We get Siege Master. You can also Adalia. And we do see the Knights player mulligan in this scenario, keeping the Wincon in the deck for later. Lady of the Lake, why even bother with you when all the echoes are here from round 1 and you are the brick? Can Violet now survive? With useless verification until the garrison, of course, played. Certainly is a possibility then. That Violet is surviving with this break, but if Dora decides to all in, and we do see him having Garrison, playing Garrison out for decent value, trying to punish Night Scenario player. It's bad to play Lady here. The opponent will know that you have a Necromancy, can do the math for your best on Necromancy play. You're screwed either way. If you don't play Lady Brick here, they expect you to have this scenario. And well, with leader charges you go.
Art thou worthy?
So yeah. How many points can you produce in one go? This is +1, this is +10, and leader charges 8 plus a couple, 10, 12. Maiden's Shield Grace 8. Okay, we do see Garrison, it's at least the 1 leader charge. No. I don't know. I think seeing the Lady Brick, yeah, you know that an hero is there. Kind of feels weird not to go all in. I still like if you get Hansel with leader, if you have a Dahlia into a bronze as well. Knights in a short round here with no guaranteed draw of the scenario as well. Dora decided to be a reasonable player Yeah.
Long live
More than enough. More than enough. Unlike Dora in the previous games, we do not see an early concede because, well, you don't know if your opponent drew the cards. Dora was in a position with like 20 points behind, so makes sense not to concede early. But yeah, all this looks bad for Knight. So we got ourselves a game on our hands.
Go on.
Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, we do see the concede after our opponent is making a choice. Violet understands what's happening, and it's 2-1, 2-1. Dora на камбэкичах. So, click the link, find the like button. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so game number 4 in this series. Second match of China versus Citizens of Russia match. So Dora needs to win here, finds defender AQ either once again. So has been successful. We do see Pellar Purification is available. The line might be just to consume defender and turn off shadows then, instead of going for triple either. So
The realm of the living severs your chain. Abandon now your mortal stain.
you're just going in defense mode. But the thing is, you're not playing against Nilfgaard, so do you actually need them defenders? Not really. Outside of Irondite, the cards are not interacting, so yeah, Dora decided that it was not worth it to cave troll, and instead gets the Either evaporated, and Taraha's Queen can go onto the Grand Warrior or Stalker now.
Bafanada.
Rather die than bend the
Super
knees to the Emperor.
Mario, thanks for the follow. So yeah, we put Avran into AQ. Not really sure about the AQ positioning, as you probably don't really want to consume both units here.
Best give up now.
We also see Violet not going for Immortals. This is some mad Irondite value, by the way. Ирандутский на 0. Все как не надо для рыцарьков. This time, Lady of the Lake is not bricked. 2 echo cards were there. The third one is getting played.
Feel my cura. Go on.
Nom nom nom. I guess it didn't really matter, but at the same time it kinda did with artifact compression, the positioning of AQ next to defender and not as the leftmost card. Quite the board setup from both sides. Engines, passive engines against well, active engines, so to say. So Dora cannot just pass and generate value. Sadly for him, he'll have to do clickety click every time, unlike knights. He was positioned next to urn, not to throw, but then the urn somehow vanished. Somehow, eh? Nobody can be held responsible for that, I see. The squirrel already has a target, but a better one can be found in your necromancy. 1 for 10, but you can play it twice, okay? It's actually good if you don't think. Can kill a token. See, if you don't think about it, it's actually a premium value.
We've no faces, we've no hearts.
That's one late immortal coming out, but there was no, there were no more shields. I suppose it would have been a victim of the spores, but on the other hand, yeah, not really. And Ira too. Oh, you can buff something now. So good.
For a great Redania from the mountains
Without leader charges and consumes, you cannot even squirrel now. Ira 3. Okay, so we do see Oniro getting squirreled. Now you'll have to find your scenario. It costs a lot though to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, nothing is infused, right? This is the shield loss, but Iron Dite is enough. Ooh, ah. Yeah, it was making it, and it costs Dora a lot as well. So sometimes a small Iron Dite is enough of an Iron Dite. And now after it's like Sea Hill. And now it grows. Look guys, it was 3, it's 4 after making a kill there. OP. Immortals also kind of makes sense with the Sabbath. We do see that scenario is... we see that Violet cannot see the scenario, but even without that you can put a lot of points out, and your opponent has and Rega Warrior Stalker has to go for Oniro into the Sabbath most likely.
Gentlemen, mount up!
No, goes for the heat wave. Okay. So Iron Dite was still... Iron Dite did its job and was mulliganed. What kind of sword care is that? Violet still felt that this is not the one. It's good for a quick job, but you cannot really operate with it too long. Okay, decides to keep, believes in finding. Also, errant onto the naked board doesn't feel too great. Hey, Yokonar, nice to see ya. finds the sword back, finds Vandergriff, that would have been useful in the previous round. So, is the squirrel? Is this the champion squirrel? Or is this enough to beat the knights anyway? Here comes the damsel in distress. Sabbath brings the combo out. Here the gift roll AQ and something. There is no more heat wave. There is no verification in the deck. Which means that knights will try and celebrate. Also no leader charges here for Dora. At least combo, yeah. You can play to the back row. Those points do not matter, there are no adjacent units. You're playing Vran. Your Glasty is kinda A, but at least you get the Araha. Araha's Queen nest spawned. So there are still some points. You have the Kiki warrior. Look, them are points, okay? Another Vran warrior, 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens, some consumes, buffing 3 units simultaneously.
Still in the presence of nobility, will ya?
Just believe, guys. This Sabbath was still worth it for AQ. Even if opponent pass. 61 is sadly a bit short. If we are being realistic here, there is a chapter of scenario triggered, leader, and well, wow, something's happening. More points and more points have been put onto the knights, and it's a GG. Violet is 25 points ahead with the card in hand. Hey, yo, Anton. Okay, so this is a 3-1 end of the series and end of today's semifinal. Yesterday's semifinal was coming close to somewhat similar scenario, but then Mystical got the victory and it all decided in the last match. Today China managed to win 2 series in a row. It all started with Sintrian's Nevizenia. Glad I bet 100 for China too. Oh, no. You said it will be 3-0 something. The series are shorter than 1 game from Iluha. What a BM towards Iluha. Ай-яй-яй. Так, ну да, произошло. То, что произошло, Violet побеждает 3-1, Китай получает 2-е очко и проходит в финал. Which means, что значит, что Украина против Китая будет финал. Матча за 3-е место не планируется, так что May 11 is the final, финал 11 мая. Украина-Китай. 10% призового пула уходят Великобритании, 10% гражданам России, остальное разыгрывается 30 и 50% в финале. You can still contribute, все еще можно поддержать во время финала, это тоже будет возможно, но возможно поддержать и сейчас, поддержать Матола прежде всего, сейчас на чемпионат мира, а потом будет на Gwent Challenger, ссылки в чате прямо сейчас, so links are in the chat, you can support Matol. At the moment it's all the support goes into the crowdfunding of the World Cup